Hi everyone, in this video you will learn the best item duplication method in the version 1.2.0 of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The requisites are a Zonai dispenser and 2 fans. There are many Zonai dispensers in Tears of the Kingdom. For the sake of simplicity, I recommend going to the Zonai dispenser that is right next to the Room of Awakening. The first step consists of taking out the 2 fans, with one lying on the ground horizontally. We use Ultra Hand to lift the other fan and rotate it so that it forms an angle of about 135 degrees with respect to the first fan. Then we fuse it. We place the fused fan here in this place. This will cause the dispenser to think that it is spitting out items. Therefore, its gate will be kept open, which is essential for our item duplication glitch to work. The second step involves throwing whatever item that is not a Zonai charge or large Zonai charge into the dispenser. In this case, I will put in this item. The dispenser will return it to me. You may say that this seems all standard, but what makes this different is that the gate keeps open instead of closed. This is fundamental for our item duplication to work. The third step requires you to go to the aisle behind you. Take those wood planks and use Ultra Hand to make a build that looks like this. Make sure that the small plank forms an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the big plank. Lift the plank and place it right in front of the Zonai dispenser. Go to the top of the plank. The actual duplication process begins here. It's recommended that you have only one instance of the item you want to duplicate. Otherwise, you would have to drop all of them to the ground, except one. And also, the number of that item is recommended to not exceed 21. Now do this. Hold the R button to enter Link's throwing stance. Press up on your D-pad. You will then be met with a menu showing all the items in your inventory that you can throw. Scroll through the menu with your right analog stick until you hand on the item that you want to duplicate. Keep holding the R button and go forward. When you get off from the plank, press up on your D-pad as fast as possible. Then release the R button and press the X button to drop the item. Even if it seems that you do not have the item because the one you have is being held. After you do that, you will see that there are 2 copies of the same item on the ground. You just have to keep doing it until you have about 21 items, and then stop, because the new items you duplicate will start disappearing. This means that you have reached your maximum amount of duplicate items. In order to bypass this threshold, we should store the extra items inside the dispenser so that they don't count for the process. You want to pick them up. Just use recall on the fan and pick the items that drop from the gate. Make sure you pick them quickly. Just smash your A button. Otherwise, when the number of items goes beyond the magic number 21, the rest of the item would just disappear. Here is me showing that when I put in 40 items and I release the fan, the number of items that come out are only 21. So make sure to pick them up fast. Also, when you leave this area and you want to come back and duplicate again, make sure to store the extra copies into the dispenser and have only one copy of the item. So the bigger the number of items you have, the longer this process will take. Also, there is a larger risk because you have to pick them up really quickly. In conclusion, this duplication glitch works best for the items which you do not need a huge amount of. Alright, that's all to it. I hope this tutorial has been useful to you. I have different playlists of glitches of different versions. Make sure you check them out. See you next time. Bye.